Alright guys, um, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, I guess. I'm not big enough to say welcome back, right? But, in today's, video, we're gonna be talking about Friedrich. I don't know how to say his last name, to be honest, so I'm gonna just put it on the screen for you right now. But, I'll just say Friedrich whenever I talk about him, right? So, this is his stuff is he talks about like the meaning of life. So let's get into that. Friedrich was a German philosopher who had some really intense ideas on life. He didn't really believe in following what society says is right or wrong. In fact, one of his biggest ideas was that people need to create their own meaning in life. He believed that life has no built-in meaning or purpose, and that people must create their own values instead of relying on religion or society to give it to them. Because he thought life doesn't come with a built-in purpose, there's a famous idea about that, sorry about that. There's a famous idea he talked about that people summarize as God is dead. And he didn't mean it in a simple or literal way. What he meant by it was that old beliefs and traditions, were losing their power in society, And he wrote it like this: God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him. Which is basically him saying like the old way people understood like the meaning in life was gone. So now people had to figure things out on their own. He also had a more personal side to his writing too. One of his lines was, "The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters," which kind of sounds like he's talking about people who feel isolated and end up trusting others too fast just to not feel alone. But one of his biggest ideas was about becoming your best self instead of just following the crowd. Not in a perfect way, but in a stronger, more real way. He also talked a lot about suffering, and instead of saying suffering is just bad, he thought it could actually shape you into something stronger over time. But at the same time, his ideas are kind of heavy, because if there's no built-in meaning to life, then everything is up to you. And that's both powerful and kind of scary, because it means you're responsible for what your life becomes. And that leaves two important questions to think about. If life doesn't come with built-in meaning, do we create meaning ourselves? And if so, what do you want your life meaning to be?